Danny's about to give his speech and he's super nervous.
Katie, was there asparagus for you? Do you have another?
That's all right, Danny. You're gonna do a great job.
Eat, please, enjoy.
I think.
No, eat your food, girlfriend.
No. Here.
There's another piece right there, actually.
He's right there. He's about to give his speech.
Take it, Kate. Thank you.
So a black guy, an Asian girl, and an Irishman walks into a church. I actually don't have a joke for that, but how many opportunities am I going to get to start a speech, to line like that and have it be relevant? First of all, I want to thank you all so much for coming and making this such a wonderful day for our family. I want to give a special thanks to Father Ken for bringing together this wacky crew of characters. I'm Danny. I'm Matt's younger brother, and many of you know this, but I've bounced around quite a bit over the last 4 years or so. I was actually living on a different continent when Matt and Meg met and started dating, and I was living in Africa, kind of incommunicado for the first year of their relationship. You know, as such, I haven't really had the opportunity to hang out with them in any sort of a consistent manner like some of their local pals. You know, we've definitely had our fair share of adventures and experiences together, usually fueled by large volumes of tequila and even higher volumes of Suits family screaming. But like I said, I don't have the same relationship with Matt and Meg as some of their local pals and local family and friends that see them day in and day out. But at the same time, this affords me a very unique opportunity to observe their relationship and how it has evolved and how they've grown as individuals. Big, grand changes, things that occur gradually over time. Sometimes it's really hard to pick up on if you're too close to it. You know, you see these minute changes day in and day out, and you may not appreciate the significance of it unless you step back and take some of these intermittent snapshots of it to really get a feel for what's happening and the magnitude of it. Kind of compare it to, you know, watching a glacier slide down a mountain, you know. You don't really notice what's going on if you just kind of sit there and watch it, but you come back after a year or two and you can really appreciate the magnitude of what's happening. And that's kind of how I define my relationship with Matt and Meghan. For instance, you know, one of the last times I saw Matt and Meg, it was a long time ago. It was last year, and it was a pretty ordinary day. They were walking through the front door of my parents' house. I was kind of just sitting there, and you know, it was a very ordinary experience. There was a lot of shaking howdies and hi, how you doings, and it was just, you know, nothing out of the ordinary. But for me, who hadn't seen them in a long time, it was a pretty profound experience. The energy, the change in energy that they brought with them from the time that I saw them before was extraordinary. It really was. I could feel it. They were on fire. They were glowing. Everything about them, their happiness, their level of peacefulness, it was infectious. And the funny thing is that the more I thought about it, that was the same sort of realization I had every single time I've run into them in the past. And it's truly a gift to be able to experience something like that. And you know, my hero, John Wooden, he spoke about balance as a vital aspect of life and as critical to success, however you may want to define that. And for a long time, I've known that it was going to take a very extraordinary individual to bring balance to my brother. He's like a neurotic Jack Russell Terrier. I've never in my life met someone who was so fond of cleaning products and so averse to public handrails. It's absolutely amazing. The look of fear in his eye when he's in a public restroom is really funny. And today I see that person. I see Meghan. And while I praise you for choosing such lovely bridesmaids, I have to say I'm humbled by your absolute beauty. Today especially, but every day, I see it in the way you look at my brother, and I hear it in the way you talk about him, and the way you talk with him, and a lot of times the way you talk at him. It's really something to behold. Every single time that I see Matt, he is happy and at peace and challenged and frustrated. and I will be forever grateful to you, Meghan, for your relentless push for him to be a better man than he was the day before. And you've been absolutely glorious in that effect. So thank you. I will forever love you for that. You look absolutely radiant today. And Matt, you tried your best. Get
him. They're just kidding.
You actually left the price tag on your suit. It's right there behind you on the ground. $39.99, man. Wow.
You did.
Look,
Look.
yes,
Look.
no,
Yeah, right there.
on your
I'm telling
back.
you.
On your back.
It fell off. The funny thing is, it was there for a little while, and he has no idea if there's a picture of him in his wedding with a $39 price tag on the back of his suit. For anybody that knows Matt, the thought of him having an orange sticker on his suit during one of his wedding photos is one of the funniest things you could possibly imagine. That look of sheer panic and terror that you're seeing in his face right now. That he was up marrying his bride with a little orange dot in his back. Well, that's almost the exact opposite look of confidence and truth and trust that I see in his face when he talks about Meghan. It's something that I cherish very much, and I just have to say, I love you, bro. I love you, Meghan. Thank you so much for everything, for making my brother a more complete man, for making him more able than he was the day before. I can't say thank you enough. And to that, I'd like to raise a toast. It won't be too sappy, I promise. To Matt and Meg, may you live long. May the Lord challenge you at every turn. May you meet it with grace. Congratulations. I love you, bro.